Welcome to today's video. Today we're going through full back workout, back, rear delts, biceps, triceps. So we're going to do a follow-along session where I'm going to basically show you exactly what I'm doing this year to build my best physique ever. We're going to start off with a little bit of a warm-up, go into some ab training, and then run through the back session here in Panusa, Dubai. If you haven't checked out the other videos in this series, head back through the previous videos. We've got other chest workouts, leg workouts, so check those out, and we'll take you through the session now. So first exercise we're going to do is actually not for back. We're going to do a hanging leg raise. So this is going to be training our abs, and it's going to create stability within our spine. So when we come and actually train back, we have the ability to stabilize our whole trunk and also help develop a cyclic session. So one of the key points with this is not use wide grip. You want to use a neutral grip so you can stabilize through your rib cage using serratus. And you actually want to think about, like a cue is thinking about pushing forwards with your hands and driving your body back as you come upwards. So another key tip with this is actually use grips and straps to hold yourself into the bar. So these are the CJ coaching grips, link below the video if you want some. Super easy, quick grip, so easy tip. So one of the keys here is actually as well at the bottom of each rep, try and pull your belly button into your spine before you come up. That's leg raise done. We're going to go into like a single arm pull down, hopefully using a prime machine if that's free. So we start with the prime pull down. The advantage of using this machine and why it's sick is the handles move independently so you don't fuck your elbows up. And second, if you come around, you'll see you've got a 3-point pin loading system, so you can load at different points. So with the plate here higher, what this is allowing me to do is make the beginning starting part of the rep heavier, and then the load will start to drop off. If I was to put this plate at the bottom, that will then make it heaviest at the bottom position where I'm weakest. So you want to make it heavy where we're strong at the beginning and lighter as we get to the weak point. Here's a really easy tip as well. I start with my left side. My left side's my weak side, so always start on your weaker side first and then go to the stronger side. So we can start, do one set slightly heavier, we'll then reduce the weight a little bit and try and get some more reps. Okay, so next exercise we're going T-bar row. Advantage of this is chest supported. So one simple tip, try and think about pulling yourself through the machine rather than just pulling the handles back. So again, we're gonna do 2 sets, one slightly heavier, then one slightly lighter, heavier set coming up. So 2 sets that done, we're now going to the next exercise, which is called single arm cable row. So again, focusing on unilateral exercises more to try and balance out your physique. All right, so key with this, you want to have your foot up on the side you're rowing, so it's going to give stability to this hip. Other foot down, slight lean into the machine, and then think about driving this elbow back down towards your hip. Just that. Okay, so I'll do this now topless to try and show you exactly what we're doing. So I talk about trying to pull through your elbow, I think about driving the elbow back. You should be able to see the long muscle from my hip to the top of my back, my lat, lengthening as I come through, and then pulling through the weight. That's literally all you want to think about doing, is pulling from this point here to this point down here, using our elbow to drive the weight. Again, I'm going to give the fish analogy. It's literally like if you think about a muscle, like your lat from there to there, you want to get like the muscle on the hook and then reel it in as you pull through the contraction. So next exercise we're doing, trying to do more of a terrace pull down. So we want to try and have like more of an inside hand position. So we're using a mag grip bar because I don't really have anything else that suits the hand position. So what we're thinking about doing here, as we pull down through the bar, is I'm trying to push my elbows forward through the full range of motion and also keep my abs tight. So the biggest mistake a lot of people make when they're doing pull downs, they let their spine flex. So again, talking about doing leg raises earlier, to be able to create stability here through our core, if we can keep our abs tight, stop the flexion here, we get a better contraction through our lats and build a bigger back, rather than if we're doing this, which you see a lot of people when they get tired, they fold in, so they let the tension off their abs, off their lats, and then they use their abs to basically roll in. We're gonna do 2 sets, 10 to 15 reps-ish, just try and put a little bit more contraction through our lats. So key point there, you notice I start to fail, I got stuck. What most people do is this. Don't do that, keep your abs like, the more you get stuck with the movement, like brace harder like into the leg pad, your abs tighter, and try and pull more through rather than like folding in. So next up we're doing a straight arm pull down. We're using this, which is my own personal geeky gym tool. This is a Vulcan grip, I bought this on Amazon, it's like £12. So why I like using this is it lets me have my palms facing down and driving through. But the key thing with this is don't think about pulling through your hands. If you're using a rope or a bar, don't think about pulling through your hands, think about pulling through your elbows. Keep your abs really braced, in particular the bottom part of the movement. And the other big mistake a lot of people make is they come way too high, they come up here. You only really need to go that high, so like eye line height, and then down. And focus on getting your elbows back past your torso to get your lats fully short. With this type of exercise, we're focusing more on contraction. The most important thing is thinking about the tempo and then just trying to think about keeping the load on the muscle throughout the entire set rather than just like launching weight like a lot of people think about. So that's lats and back mainly finished. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go into like one rear delt exercise and then we're gonna go into some biceps, triceps, and side delts because you can never have arms and shoulders too big. We're doing chest supported. Another thing, Charlie's back exercise. If you focus on something like this, pulling your elbow wide and focus on trying to contract through your rear delt here to initiate the movement, you will build rear delts rather than trying to pull through your upper back, which is what most people do. So we're going to use this to target the rear delt, the back of our shoulder, rather than the upper back. You're going to get some traps in upper back, but that's the primary focus. So another easy tip with this is when you initiate the movement to get more rear delt, think about pushing your elbow out as if you're trying to touch the walls rather than pulling back. So always think about you moving through your elbows. So I'm trying to push my elbow out to bring my arm back. So, you know you're a gym nerd as well when you have your own handles. Well, I actually had 2 of these, but I left one in England when I moved here. But again, the handles here are shit. So this is a Prime Taz handle. Now it's shaped in a cone. So the reason it's shaped in a cone is to fit your palm of your hand. So you want the wider part here, goes on the inside of your hand, and the narrower part on the inside. And that's give you better contraction through the inside of your bicep, the way it ergonomically fits your hand. I broke my own rules there. I did my strong side first. That's why my left arm is shit. So that difference to that handle just feels so smooth. So again, doing this unilaterally, so low cable curl. It's got really nice constant tension. And another easy tip in terms of trying to actually build your biceps, think about trying to bring your hand, the palm of your hand as you curl almost outside your shoulders rather than inside. So ergonomically, that gets a better contraction through your bicep. You try and come almost like palm through that way rather than through that way. So most people curl it in, want to try and curl that way. So Michael asked behind the camera why we do have it at cone shaped as well, like compared to a fat grip. It's the issue with a lot of when they curl, and like me when training generally, people tend to death grip and they grip too much with a forefinger and thumb. By having a cone shape like this, it allows you to try and contract more through pinky and the inside of your hand, which will then contract more through the inside line of your bicep rather than pulling through the forefinger thumb. And that's why a lot of people get tightness through their brachialis and where their bicep comes over their elbow joint. So that's one bicep exercise done. Next one which we go into is a dumbbell preacher curl, and I just realized because they move all the equipment around in here all the time, we have to go to the other side of the gym, which is like a 10-minute walk. Okay, so now we're in dumbbell preacher curl. We do 2 sets each side. Tip with this, again, is try and actually, when you grab the dumbbell, take it into your fingers and then roll it in. Try not to grab the dumbbell in like the palm of your hand. And with this as well, try and think about turning away from the dumbbell as you're curling. So instead of being like over here, come away from it like that. Keep arm down and then go, keep your wrist straight. Broke my own rules again. I should have done the weak side first. Old habits die fast. Done on that. We have one more exercise, dumbbell lateral seated raise, and then calves, and we're done. Okay, so we finish off side delts. We're doing a seated dumbbell lateral raise. Some key teaching points to this: lean slightly forwards, keep your abs tight. One of my favorite hacks: don't hold the dumbbell in the middle. Take your palm against the dumbbell, so like that, at the bottom of the dumbbell, and come slightly forwards. Don't come out. We're going to go 2 sets to failure, just focus on keeping tension on the delt. So we now finish off with the calves. Now the key with calf training is actually contracting the muscle tissue. You will notice how heavy this stack is that someone left it on. I don't know where he is, but he has actually got really shit calves. You might have heard that. So we're actually going to reduce this a lot to a very mediocre weight. And the thing we want to focus on is a full range of rep motion and getting a good contraction through our calves. So we're going to come up, so full contraction all the way down, and then drive through our feet. So other big tip with calf training is footwear. So these are Vivo barefoot shoes. They're super thin in the sole, so it allows you to actually contract, get full range of motion through your feet. So I quite like wearing basketball shoes, but I would never wear them when doing calf training because you can't actually feel the floor. I am also flat-footed like a duck, so it's a terrible pair of shoes to be wearing for training. So Vivo barefoot shoes are great. I have a discount code, I think it's Charlie10. Give it a try, I might give you 10% off. It might not, I can't remember what the code is, but I think it's Charlie10. So that's a wrap, that's full training session wrapped up. So we did back, shoulders, rear delts, biceps, triceps. Michael behind the camera, who's the wizard who's filming a lot of my stuff out here, always giving me some very kind compliments in terms of like physique and how things have improved. And the reason I have improved a lot is because of the way I'm training. So nearly everything I'm doing is very unilateral, and that's allowed me to balance out my physique more. And all these small things that I've said during the training session is what's allowed me to like improve my physique and improve the issues I've had with everything in terms of like, I'm very right side dominant. One big question I have is I'm thinking about potentially competing because I want a goal to make me push myself, and the issue I have at the moment is that it's being great being lean and like I'm dropping body fat quite nicely, but I want to get super shredded and I want something to work towards. And my calories, like Michael asked me, is like, what are your calories like? It's like 2,200, 2,300, which is insanely low for someone who's, not insanely low, but someone who's like 95, 96 kilos. And that's because my adherence has been shit, to be honest with you. Like, I've been fucking picking on protein bars and other things like that I shouldn't be doing. He asked me what my favourite protein bar, which is the Bear Bells Double Bite. It's like a crispy bite protein bar, it's banging. But since Sunday, got rid of all that shit, stopped eating bread completely, I have a massive gluten intolerance, and body fat drops a lot and get a lot leaner. So no shit, Sherlock, you stick to your diet, you get better results. So practicing what I preach to my clients. So if you think I should compete or not, or you have any opinion on that, drop a comment below because I'd be interested in feedback. But I think it'd be an interesting goal. Just need to find maybe a show and what I'd want to do. So there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the like button. Let us know if you want to see more content like this. And make sure you check out our other platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere else we are. And the podcast, The Shredded Show. And there'll be some more videos on the screen right now for you to check out that YouTube will recommend that you will enjoy. And make sure you subscribe and check out the next video soon.